Why should you run for local government? Have you ever considered? Well then, keep watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to Councillor Chamonix. Now, have you ever considered running for local government, but you've just not had enough motivation to push you over the edge to make that decision yet? Well, today I'll be sharing with you the 10 advantages that I believe is involved in being a local councillor. That should help you put your hat in the proverbial election ring next time. Now, I've helped thousands of people in the past and I've run successful in many elections before. And today I would like to help you too. But before we jump in, let's make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Hit the subscribe and the notification buttons below and you will be sure to be notified by YouTube when I upload any of my next 16 election videos in the series. The series consists of 17 election videos, how to election, and if you hit the notification and the subscribe button, you will be sure not to miss one. Alright, now let's dive in. Here are the 10 reasons why I think you should consider running for local government in your next election. The first reason I believe you should be running is because you can stay informed of what's happening within your local area. By being a councillor, you firstly get all the information from council itself on what's happening from the city's point of view, but you actually also get informed by a lot of organisations and individuals, for example, people in your street and what they're doing, and potentially schools in your area or businesses, shopping centres, on what they're planning to do for the next month, 2, 3 or so. And by being informed, it really enhances your own life and your family life in just knowing what's happening around you. The second reason I think you should be running for local government is because you can give back to your community. Now, we all live in a society where we're involved in a community. We're not in isolation, and we get so much from the community on a daily basis. When you run for local government, it's your time to actually give back to that community. It's like volunteering on steroids. You put in a lot of effort in your own time and a lot of your own commitment, but you just get so much out of being able to positively contribute to your environment and to your people around you. The third reason I believe you should run for council is because it's a form of lifelong learning. Firstly, there are new skills that you can acquire. Secondly, you hear about new technology that's around, maybe that could inform your own life. And then thirdly, it allows you an opportunity to practice your own leadership skills and your communication skills and make sure that you really polish that diamond. The fourth reason I think it's great to be a councillor is that it gives you that sense of belonging to your area. If you are involved in what your community is busy doing, it just gives you that place where you feel that you can call home. You know, when you're traveling, it's great because it's new and it's exciting, but it doesn't have that feeling of home. And one of the big differences that provides that comfort of calling a place your own home is belonging to an area. And by being a local councillor, you are absolutely involved in what's happening around you, and you definitely can feel that strong sense of community and of belonging. The fifth reason I think it's great to be a councillor is because you are an example to your friends, your family, and to your own children. As I said earlier, it's a way of volunteering on steroids, and by showing to your friends and your family and your children, most importantly, that you are giving back to your community, you're also showing to them as an example what they could do to add value to not only their own lives but also to the people around them and the community in a broader sense. Now, before we continue, I just want to make sure that you are following. If you are, write "oh yes" in the comments down below. The sixth reason I think you should run for local councillor is because you can help shape the future of the area that you're living. You can help shape things like the sport and recreation development in your area, what happens in the environment in terms of whether you want things to be more developed, less developed, sustainably developed. You can have an influence on community facilities that are being built in your area. You can contribute to public health and safety. You can contribute to the essential infrastructure of your area. And in general, you can just contribute to the future planning of what is happening to your area in terms of whether you think there should be more of a specific kind of feature. For example, if you think that there should be more tourism in your area, or there could be a greater focus on, say, sustainability, you can help influence all those ideas of what's going to happen in your area. The best way to influence change is to be a part of the decision-making process. The seventh reason I think you should consider running for local government is because it's quite a flexible job in terms of where, when and how you do it. Because it's essentially a job where you meet with the community, so you can travel to them and do that in whatever time you feel is most appropriate. Then that's up to you on how you do that. You could really do your job from your computer and with your telephone with you, and so you can do it anytime it suits you, any place that it suits you, and in the way that you think are best in terms of dealing with specific issues or queries that you might get from the community, and just the way that you think you should do your job the best. The nice thing about this quite flexible career is that you could actually have this career as being a councillor, which is usually a part-time commitment, and you could also have another job and family commitment at the same time. The eighth reason you should consider running is because you meet a lot of great people. Not only is it good at networking for broadening, I guess, the number of people that you know, but it's also great at meeting fabulous people in the sense of potentially making new friends and just meeting those gems who are in your community, who are just contributing so much and you otherwise would not have known about them if you hadn't been a local councillor. The ninth advantage of being a local councillor is that your family can really be involved with you in this role, because a lot of the role involves you attending events and basically being a part of the community, which is the people that you represent. You can take your family along to those events. I mean, after all, the people have chosen you for who you are, and if you have a husband, wife, kids, dog, there are usually ample opportunity for you to take these special people along with you to the events. For example, if your city has organised a community event on the beach, then why not take your family along, because you are a part of that community. And the last reason I think you should definitely consider running for council is because it is actually local to where you live. You don't need to travel all that far to go to work. Some people for a regular job live an hour or two away from where they sometimes have their full-time job. And with this being a local councillor, you are local to where you actually live. So it's really what happens in and around your area. You really don't need to travel far. Now I'd like to know, has this finally convinced you to run in your next election? If so, write yes in the comments below and the year of your council's next election, and when you are going to make that commitment in terms of putting your hand up for being a local councillor. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching as always. I appreciate it a lot. If you would like to get a free copy of my 10 advantages of being a councillor, click on the link below in the description and you will immediately get it to your inbox. No need to wait. Make sure you hit the like button on the video and remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure that you will receive notifications to all 17 election videos coming up in this series. I will post a link to my election series playlist in the description down below. If you'd like to follow me on another area, you can also join me on Facebook and on any of my other YouTube channels. Again, all the descriptions in the link below where you can just click on and it'll take you straight there. And remember to design the one life that you have to make it worth your while. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.